Hey everyone, I wanted to start off by asking if you guys know what birth control is. So birth control is actually a form of birth contraceptive, and it basically, in easy words, it's something that stops from babies being made. Birth control is just a contraceptive, and it's more elaborate than everyone may think. The reason many of us should be paying attention is because birth control is a very common use in and a reason is because many people might think it's expensive or hard to have access to. So while in high school, I had the opportunity to intern at a place called Future Faces of Family Medicine. And it was basically, we met every 2 weeks and we had workshops, and they were all really different, but two of them that stuck out for me had to do with birth control. And well, I guess I would say three. One of them was kind of just like a birth simulation with like a robot, and my cohort was actually like really lucky. We were the first one to try out like a birth simulation with an actual robot. That's a different story, but basically one of them was totally about like all these different types of birth control, and then the following workshop was actually like getting to practice on like fake skin and stuff, which was really terrifying for me because I hate needles. Birth control has been around for many years and continues to scientifically progress positively, and there continues to be more ways of receiving birth control. In the following moments, I will be informing all of you guys about 3 different forms of birth control: the shot, also known as a depot shot, the implant, known as the Nexplanon, and an oral pill, which is known to have more than 10 different names, or just lots of names. With that being said, let's go on to our first one, the depot shot. So it was actually created in the 1950s. It's kind of a shot that you take every 12 to 13 months, and it's kind of, I would say, yearly, but like you should not wait until the 12th, 13th month to make your appointment. You should actually make it previous, and the sooner the better. And if you know that it's not in that time frame, you should be able to take a different contraceptive that we'll talk about later. It has a 98% effectiveness, and it basically just like thickens the mucus in the cervix and blocks sperm from entering. Sorry, I'm a little sick, but not corona. And if you do miss your like 12th to 13th month, it's been a week. If you miss that time frame, doctor can actually perform a pregnancy test on you. If getting a shot every 13 weeks seems a little tedious, then there is also the Nexplanon. It's kind of been said to get it to be a type of birth control that's a get it and forget about it, basically, because it's like it's good for 5 years. I'm not sure if you can see my hand, but here I have some pictures. This is the size of it. It's kind of like a little rod, yay big, and it's implanted into you with like, it's kind of like, think of a piercing gun. It goes into you, and it kind of just like injects on the side, but on the bicep of a woman. And it kind of does, a bad side of it is that it leaves a huge oh wow, I forgot what it's called. It leaves a really big sorry, I forgot what it's called. Bruising, sorry. And then it can actually leave a scar because like the needle is really thick, trust me. This one has a 99% effectiveness, way better than the previous one. And something that separates this from the rest is that it actually contains 1 hormone instead of 2, just like the other. But these contraceptives have to do with shots, but the following and the last one does not. So this is called the pill. There's many names for it. This is the most common. It's just a small pill that you take. You can see on the pictures. I personally have seen most people use these types. And then they're pretty easy to use. You take them every single day at a specific time. I personally heard that the earlier the better, like as soon as you wake up, especially if you're going to school. And so today we've discussed about 3 different types of birth control that females are able to take. Now is to do whatever you'd like with the information that I discussed today, like the birth control, the implant, and the shot. Birth control methods have a long way. And have you ever thought of different ways there will be invented? Remember that birth control is a type of contraceptive that stops pregnancy, but does not stop sexually transmitted diseases.